Now today we're going to talk about how you can know if you have the inner workings to be a great app developer. Now my instructor Mark Lassof, who has over 20 years of experience, says that I have a lot of potential, but I'm getting a bit overexcited when it comes to debugging.
This is how to become .tv.
Programming is not for those who don't want to work or don't have the skills necessary in order to solve complex problems using code. It's not for everybody. And some people take one of my courses and they find out that, hey, this really isn't for them, which is okay because there's other types of jobs in mobile and in development that they can do. For example, designers work on mobile applications, producers, etc. But to be a coder, one, you've got to be able to problem solve. Two, you've got to know your language as well. Now that means if you're doing iPad or iPhone programming, the language you need to learn is Objective-C. Objective-C with the iPhone or iPad libraries. If you're doing Android development, the language is Java. And actually Java is probably an easier hill to climb for someone who's a newbie than Objective-C. So you got to know your language well. And two, you've got to know what I call the art side to computer programming. Programming has two sides. There's the art and the science. And pretty much anyone can learn the technical language, the grammar, the syntax, how do you do a loop, how do you create a variable, what's an object, what's a class. But when it comes to the art of development, that's something that not everybody can do, and that's how do you design an application elegantly, that's easy to modify, easy to maintain, that actually works, that we're able to continue to allow to grow. That takes some real experience. But again, with a good understanding of the basics and some creativity and a good idea, most people can develop an application that's successful. What techno-entrepreneurs do, especially in the mobile market, is being recognized and appreciated in a way that it wasn't before. And it really is possible for one guy or two guys or girls to, in a garage, make an app that becomes a worldwide success. For a while, the leading app or leading game, I think it was, on the iPhone marketplace was created by some 12-year-old kid in Utah. So, it really is possible to have an incredible amount of success. And your chances are better than hitting the lottery, but it does take, some work to get there. I really enjoy seeing someone who looks at a complex skill set and says, wow, that's nuts, that's really complicated, I don't understand how to do it. And then after a couple of days in my class, they're independently building their own apps and adding to their library of skills. I just find it very satisfying to help people through that process where at first the APIs, the interfaces can be very intimidating, they can be very complex. And helping them guide them through that to a point where at the end they say, hey, you know what, I developed an app. I actually had one student who developed an app. The class goes from 9 to 5 typically, and at night they developed their first app and had it in the Google App Store before the end of class. So just seeing people kind of develop their knowledge is very satisfying to me, and it's also fun. And nothing's more fun for me than standing in front of a group of people and being able to tell jokes and write code. The most important thing anybody can do is start coding today. Take a course online. Go to the library, get a book on programming. Just do something, because it's those first steps that will start to give you the momentum to learn more complex skills like mobile development.
Now remember the deal. Mark has given us 40% off all of his courses in the affiliate links below. Check those out. Listen, there's an expiration date. It's the end of this year, 2012. And there's 50 coupons per course. So it's a first come, first serve. When they go, they're gone. Check them out and get started now. Good luck, Code Monkeys.
What do you want to be when you grow up?